Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Saturday live workshop. Today, we'll be talking about SEO, how to optimize your keywords on your WordPress website. I'm really excited today because we're going to cover quite a lot. And what I'll be talking about today is very, very important for anyone out there who has a WordPress website, because this is what's going to help your website rank in Google. When people search for your search terms, the keywords that you're looking for, these will be appearing on Google, and this is how you're going to be getting traffic to your website. Now, before we get started, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, and if you can see me loud and clear as well. I'm broadcasting today on Crowdcast and also on YouTube. So let me know if you can hear me loud and clear before we get started. Okay, so already I can see loud and clear, all good. On Crowdcast. Awesome. Okay, so let me just check what's happening here on YouTube as well. Looks like there's no comments on YouTube. Anyway, I'd like to welcome you to our Saturday live show. JR, good to see you. It's been a while since you last came on the live show. But anyway, good to see you. Stanko, good to see you too. Here on Crowdcast, we have Chris, Manuel, Max, we have Trisha saying good afternoon from London, UK. Wow, awesome. I'm based here in Birmingham. Good to see you. We also have Monique, Brenda, Russell, Hongju Lee. See, this time I got it right. Hongju Lee, and I hope I pronounced it well as well. Okay, Kirk, good to see you. We also have Ahmed. We have, if I left anyone out, Al-Haji, good to see you. You're one of the first people here on the Crowdcast. We have Spale as well. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it well. Okay, we also have more people joining here. We have Gustavo, Jonathan, Omar, Kani, and Russell as well. Awesome. Okay, so as I mentioned, today we'll be talking about SEO, how to optimize your keywords on your WordPress website. Now, before we get started, I would like to talk about something very, very, very important, and this is the Mac University membership. Last time, I think I mentioned that I was having problems with the registration. Some people were being billed twice, and it was really annoying for me, and also I'm sure for yourself. So what I had to do was to go behind the scenes, redo the whole subscription site using a different plugin. So I've been keeping an eye on it throughout the whole week, and it looks like most people now have access to the courses. Those that are subscribed have access to all the courses. So everything seems to be okay. But if you're still having any problems, please go to macuniversity.com. On the bottom right, there is a support tab. Just send me an email there or a message there, and I'll be able to, fix those problems. Now, the second thing I also want to mention is, because I've been having problems with the membership, I've actually added a bonus, not a bonus, a discount for anyone that subscribes today for the membership. So today is the last day. Actually, it was open for a few days. I sent an email I sent an email out with the coupon code. So currently the membership is $17 per month, but if you use the coupon code MAK5, it will come down to $5 per month. Now, this $5 gives you access to all the courses on Mac University, and this training, like the one you're seeing today, this will only be for members only. So this one will not be on YouTube in the future. These type of courses where we do our live workshops are all going to be on the membership site. Okay. However, I will still be producing YouTube content, so don't worry. But it's just the Q&As and these extensive workshops. These will be done on the membership website. So it's a great bargain. And to be honest, you'll be benefiting quite a lot. Let me just show you quickly what I have on the membership site before we get started. So over here, in fact, okay, so let me just show you quickly what we have here in the course library. Right, so if I share my screen here, so these are the courses. So this one here is free, the WordPress Mastery course. So there's a membership blueprint, Photoshop for web designers, Divi Blueprint 3, ConvertKit, And upcoming courses are going to be the web design formula. Now, this is going to be really, really good for those of you who are comfortable with designing websites at the moment, but want to take this a step further. We also have profitable e-commerce websites. This is how to build e-commerce websites, and funnels to freedom. This is also another course which teaches you how to create funnels. Now, all these courses, you'll have access to them for only $5 per month, and plus the Q&A, as I mentioned. And also the beauty of this is any future courses that I create or any mini courses, you will still have access to those as long as you're paying that $5. Now, there's also something important. If you cancel your membership and then rejoin, you will not be able to rejoin at the $5 discount. It will be back to $17. Now, as I create more courses, because I do spend quite a lot of time in terms of the quality and trying to give you the best that I can, this price of $17 per month is going to increase as I add more courses. So this is just an introductory price. It is definitely going to increase because I am going to be adding more courses and more value, and a lot of Q&As, a lot of website reviews. So I'll be really focusing on all the members as the site is growing. Okay, enough about that. Let's talk about SEO and let's get started. Okay, so any questions so far? If you have any questions regarding what I've just spoken about, please just add it in the comments box before we begin. Okay. So any questions regarding what I've just mentioned? Okay, looks like there is no questions. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about SEO Press. So I did an extensive test between SEO Press and Yoast SEO. Now, Yoast SEO is very, very powerful, and they've been out there for a very, very long time. And this is pretty much the default WordPress plugin for SEO. But there's a new software on the block, and it's SEO Press. It's really, really good. I tested it, and this is what we'll be covering today. Now, I'll be doing a bit of a comparison in terms of the price and how easy it is to use. So let's get started. Right. So I'm going to switch back over here to my desktop one more time. Okay, so here we go. So this is the website, SEO Press. So this plugin only costs $39, okay? And this $39 is for unlimited websites. This is a game changer because when we come over here to Yoast, you'll notice that for Yoast, it's $72, but it's only for one website. Okay, for one website. So it's really, really crazy. This is a fantastic offer, and I really highly recommend that you try SEO Press out. I also have a link here if you want to check it out in the YouTube comments. There's a link to SEO Press, so you can go and check it out there. And also here on Crowdcast, I will just show you the link as well. You can check it out using that link on Crowdcast. Okay, so let's continue comparing so you can just see how way more expensive Yoast SEO is compared to SEO Press. Right, so again, if I take a look here, so this is just the Yoast SEO plugin. Now, they also have other plugins that work on top of Yoast SEO, and these are also paid. So if I come over here to other plugins, we have Yoast SEO for video. Again, you can see the price here, $55. And Yoast local SEO, this one is $59. And this is all for one website, by the way. And if we scroll down here, we have this Yoast WooCommerce SEO plugin, $39. So you can see here that when you start adding all these up, it gets very, very, very expensive, especially if you're just getting started. And if you're a freelance designer or a design agency, you can imagine that each website you'll be paying for this, it all adds up and it can be very, very expensive. Now, you can get all these that I'm talking about, the WooCommerce SEO, the news SEO, the local SEO, the video SEO. You can get all that for $39 on SEO Press. Now, how amazing is that? All of that, all the stuff that I've just mentioned, which have a separate price, you can get it all for $39. Okay, so this is why I highly recommend SEO Press for you guys that are designing your websites. It could be a single website. It could be maybe if you're a freelance designer or a design agency. It's unlimited. Okay, 1 year unlimited, only $39. So it's a how we can now use this. So last week I showed you how to do keyword research, the best way to do keyword research. And I also mentioned that you need to look for long tail keywords. And in those long tail keywords, you need to look for keywords that are easier to rank for. And I use a tool called Keyword Finder. In fact, let me switch over here. So this is the tool, Keyword Finder. So over here, there's a keyword that I'm targeting, okay? And the keyword that I'm targeting is called digital marketing funnel, okay? It has 1,300 visits per month, and it also has a keyword difficulty of 30. So it's not too bad. I know it's a bit difficult. And over here as well, I can see the trend. So this is something that people are going to be searching for over time. So this is the reason why I really want to target this keyword, okay? So now let me show you how you would now optimize this keyword on your website after you've chosen it. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight this keyword here like that, and then I'm going to come over here to my website. So what you need to do now is to create a post with that keyword. So I'm going to come over here, click on Add New. In fact, before we do that, let me show you how to install the SEO Press plugin. Okay, I went a bit ahead of myself there. Okay, so to install the SEO Press plugin, what you want to do is to come over here to Plugins, click on Add New. Right, so on the top right here, you search for SEO Press. Okay, so these are the results, and there it is. This is the plugin. If you take a look here, and one of the telltale signs that you have a very good plugin or a plugin is good is the star rating and the star rating and the reviews. Over here, we can see that it has 30,000 active installs and it is a 5-star. So it means it's really good. It's solid. So this is why, again, I highly recommend it. Right. So what you do here is I've already installed it, but in your case, if you're just starting off, you want to click here and click on activate and install and then activate. Now, this one here is the free one. Okay. The paid one, the one for $39 is the one that has all these extras. And so that's the one you want to get because the basic one just gives you the basic, the basic stuff. Although it's also quite good. It's better than nothing. Okay. So once you've done that, now, if you click the link on here on, if you click the link on Crowdcast, I have a call to action there saying check out SEO Press. If you click on that, that will take you to the SEO Press paid plugin for $39. Okay. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description. It's in the description area. Okay, that's where SEO Press is. So if you click on that link, it will take you to SEO Press, and this is the page that I just shown you. This page right here. Okay, so if you want, you can read more. And here you can see it has SEO meta boxes, which is very good for Google. You can see here in this little Google snippet, it shows you what's what you'll be adding in there. It also has the WooCommerce. So as you can see here, this was the paid option that Yoast was paying for, charging us for. So it's there. It also says here it's Google friendly. It has XML video. It has XML sitemap, Google News, and all that good stuff. So it's a really, really powerful plugin. Okay. You can also connect this with Google Analytics, which is also good because you can monitor everything from there. So there's quite a lot. So let's go in and let me show you. So I've gone ahead and installed the plugin, and it is right here. So once you install it, it has an entry here which says SEO. So let's go to the dashboard here and do a quick overview. So when you first install this, it goes through your website and gives you things that you may need to optimize on your website. So first of all, here it tells me straight away your site doesn't have SSL certificate, and it's giving me here a link to buy the SSL. But in our case, I would use hosting that gives you SSL anyways. So I would pretty much not use this by SSL, to be honest. I'll just get it from my hosting company. Right, so next over here, we have the RSS feed, full text, medium impact, fix this. So if you click here, it takes you to the page where you can, set up, the RSS feed and all that good stuff. So all these links are already there, which is good. So display more posts per page on homepage and archives, fix this. So again, it's telling you what you need to fix in order for you to your site to be optimized. So I think this is very good. In fact, what I will do is, because today it's just like pretty much an overview of how to set everything up, I may even do a course, a mini course showing you how to really set this up on your website. But then this is also for, those of you who want like a step-by-step process, but it's pretty much, very easy to set up, and most of these things are going to be left by default. Right, so moving down here, we have titles and metas. We have titles and metas. We have XML for video. So all these, social networks, open graph. So all these are activated by default, which is good. So I would leave those, and then at a later stage, go in and then, optimize them. Now let's come over here to titles and metas. I'm over here on the left panel. So if I click on that, and it's showing me here how my post will be shown. So here you can see it's a post title, site title, and then site title. So this is how our posts are going to be shown. But don't worry, it may seem like it's overwhelming right now, but I will be explaining and showing you how to add these on your website. I'm just showing you, pretty much what is in this plugin. Okay, so here we have the XML sitemap. This again, I think will be a tutorial that I need to do specifically to show you how you can add your website to Google so that Google indexes your website. And this is very, very important. Normally, Google would index your website by crawling all these websites on the internet, but there's also a way of submitting your XML sitemap to Google, okay, to tell them that, look, these are the pages you need to index. So this is also very, very important now, and I will be making a video specifically about that as well. Okay, so social networks here, this is where you want to add all your social networks. And moving on, this is where you integrate your Google Analytics. So this is where you would add your tracking ID. And this is something also I recommend for those of you who are designing your own websites or designing websites for other clients. Google Analytics is one of the ways you can actually show your clients that things are actually working. So if you do some SEO campaigns for them, this is how you can show them that, look, this is working. Look at the traffic, and this is the feedback. I have a quick question here from Rito saying, do I have to install SEO Press first and then the SEO Press Pro? That's correct. So you first install the free plugin and then you install the Pro on top of that. Okay. Right. So moving on here, we have the license here. This is where you'd add your license. So it's very, very straightforward. Once you've installed it, you come over here to license key, you enter your license, and then you activate it. So you can see here, mine is activated already. And if I come here to Pro, this is where you just want to, add your information. So there's quite a lot of things here that you can go in and do. So for example, for WooCommerce, you can, activate this, no index for your cart page, easy digital downloads. So there's a lot you can set over here, which is good. But most of these, I just leave them as defaults. I don't really touch them. It works fine. But if you want to go in and do specific settings, that's where you can go and do this. But I wouldn't really worry about going into and setting up all of this. Okay, so now that we just had a quick overview of how this works, now let me show you how you would use this in the real world on your own website. So now, before I continue, I just want to make a quick, take a quick look here and see if there are any questions on on YouTube. Okay. Agante, good to see you. Right. Chanel says, have you used Rank Math SEO plugin? No. To be honest, there's quite a lot of plugins and tools out there. And one of the things that I try and avoid is this the shiny object syndrome, where you see something, it's highly hyped, and then you want to go and use it. Because what I've noticed is it takes a lot of time, trying to learn these and trying to implement them, and then you find that maybe they're missing one or two things. So I just try to stick to tried and tested tools. So that's how I use, but I will take a quick look at it and see if it's any good. Right. Okay. So right, something happened here. Okay, so let's continue. Looks like okay. Right. So let's head over back here to my screen. Right. Today I'm drinking coffee just to make sure that I don't start feeling tired. So I need a lot of that caffeine as I'm doing this. Right. So now that you've installed it, everything seems like it's working fine. How you would use this in the real world is you want to come here to your tool, your KW Finder, if that's what you're using to do your keyword research. You copy your keyword or the article that you're working on. So let's say in this example, this is the keyword. So you come back over here, you go to posts, click on add new. Right. So once you install SEO Press and SEO Press Pro, you notice that you have quite a lot of information here that's added on the bottom here. Now, this is the plugin, and this is where you'd start doing all your optimizations. Okay, so it's really, really cool. So what you do here is you start with the title, and the title that you add here is the title that you've done your keyword research on. Okay, don't put like a single keyword here, like cakes, for example, for your post. No, it needs to be a full title. Like in this case, I'm using digital marketing funnel. That's my keyword. So that's the keyword you want to come over here on your post and add it. Okay. So we're going to add it there, digital marketing funnel. Great. So what you want to do next is you can either use the default editor for this, for our post, or you can use Divi. So either way is fine, because this SEO Press Pro will always be there on that actual page. But in this example, just to make things easier, I'm just going to click on default editor. So I'm just going to use the normal WordPress editor. Okay, but the concept is definitely the same. So we have the title there. So what you want to do now is you want to start adding, your content. Okay, so you would write an article. In fact, let me get rid of this. So I'm just going to use some dummy text, but please do not use dummy text on your posts. Okay. Lorem 2. So let's say this is the text that I'm going to add on my page. I'm going to copy that and paste it here. Okay. So let's say this is the copy. This is my blog post. So what you want to do is to make sure that within this, you also have that keyword. Okay. Try and find a way of adding that same keyword in the sentence. So let me just copy it here. So I may add it like that. Okay. So you want to make sure the keyword is in the actual copy itself. And if you can also highlight it or make it even a headline. So let's say here. In fact, this is a bit too much. In fact, let me just leave it like that. All right, so let's say I've added now, it's in my title, it's also in my post. What you want to do now is to come down over here, okay? So in the title now, over here is the Google snippet preview, okay? Now, let me show you what that means. So if I come over here and search for this keyword like that, in the Google results, you notice that over here, this is the snippet, okay? This is what people see when they search for that keyword, okay? So that's the snippet, okay? So it's actually showing us here what it would look like after you've optimized it, which is great. So here, let's start with the title. So again, the title here is going to be digital marketing funnel. And you notice here right away, it has been updated, okay? Which is great. Now on the meta description here, this is where you can also add your description, but it's very, very important that you have the keyword in the meta description, okay? So over here, if you take a look here, this is the snippet, okay? And this top blog post here has done a very good job. It says there's a digital marketing funnel. So they've used digital marketing funnel in the actual description. So that's what you want to do here, because that's going to help your post get optimized and be seen by Google, because Google looks at that first snippet to see if the keyword is there. So it checks the title. It also takes the snippet description, okay? So what I would do here is I would actually add my keyword here. In fact, it needs to be here somewhere at the top, because what is happening is this snippet is taking the information straight from the post itself. Okay, so let me scroll down here. So digital marketing funnel, and then I can add a basic description there. So I'm just going to copy some text from here and add my description. So this description here doesn't need to be the same as what's on here. And as soon as I've entered that, now you can see that this is what Google is going to be seeing. Okay, so now there's two things that have happened. I've optimized my title here, and I've also optimized my meta description. So far, are we on the same page in regards to that? If you have any questions, please ask me before we move on, because this is very, very important. Okay, Control plus to increase the font. Is that better? Okay, thanks for that tip. I'll be using that moving forward. Okay, right. So this is my keyword. I've added my keyword in the title. I've also added my keyword in the meta description. Okay, this is very, very important, because this is what Google looks at. Okay, if I'm going to come back over here and just explain this one more time. If you look at here at this top post here, do you see digital marketing funnel, the keyword right there? This is why this article is ranking, okay? Because it has the right keyword in the right place. But obviously, as you can see, they didn't do the optimization right, because they don't have it in the title, okay? So if they had this in the title, that would even be better. But anyway, who cares? They're still ranking on the top page anyway. So that keyword is working well for them, okay? And if you look at the second one here, the third one, it has marketing funnel, and you can see it's a bit bold. So that means Google is actually looking at that specific keyword and ranking these articles based on that keyword itself. This is very, very important. It's key to optimizing your posts and making them rank on YouTube. Right, I can see some posts coming here. Okay, all right, cool. I will do that. Right, I'm just going to switch over here. I'm just going to switch over here and make sure that we're all on the same page in regards to the comments. I just want to see if we have any comments here coming from YouTube. Okay, so no comments here from YouTube. Okay, no problem. Right, so moving on. Let me switch back over here to my screen. Okay, so moving on. Now we've added our title there. We've added in the meta description. Great. So moving on. Here you want to add your target keywords. So, oops. So my target keyword is this keyword here, digital marketing funnel. So you want to come down here to target keywords and enter it here. Okay, great. So now that we've targeted our keyword, you can then click on analyze my content. So if you click here on analyze, it's saying I have to save my post first. Okay, so I'm going to publish. And let's see if this is going to work now. Analyze my content. Okay, so the analysis is complete now. And this is where now we need to optimize this. You can see these X's here. That means that we haven't done this. Okay, so this is also a guide to show you how you need to be how you need to optimize this. Okay, and over here as well, you have some more keywords that Google can suggest for you to help the actual keyword that you're searching for rank. Okay, so if I click here on get suggestions. Okay, so not sure why that is not working. Maybe it's because I need to save this. Okay, let's go back in. Okay, now that's working. So do you notice that here, in fact, you have to save this first for this to work, okay? So that was a slight glitch there. I was actually getting worried why this wasn't working. So every time you do the right optimization, you get a check mark to say you've done it right. If you haven't done it right, you'll get that X, okay? This red box, this red circle here. So here, definitely, my content has to be improved in order for me to get a check mark here, and in order for me to pass the optimization test. Okay. Now moving on here, post title, target keyword is found in the post title. I have a check mark here. You see, so that means I've done a very good job. Now I also need a heading 2, which has this target keyword. So you see, it's telling me what I need to do here. So let's say I come over here and let me add a heading. Okay, so I'm going to highlight this and set this to, heading 2. It's fine. So this can be a way of breaking your content. So, as you're writing your article, right, you are going to need some subheadings. So you want to make sure that your subheadings also have some of these keywords in there to highly optimize it. Okay, so I'm going to click on update and let's see what happens here. Straight away, now you can see my heading 2 is now a check mark. Okay, so you want to keep doing this until you have optimized your complete article. Okay, now moving down here, you can see on my meta title, I've got it correct. On my meta description, I've also got it correct, and I've also got the length correct. And just to recap, the meta description is this description here that Google shows up when you search for a keyword, or when you search for something on Google. Okay, right. So moving on here, I've also got the meta description correct here. Now, before I move on to the next item, any questions so far? Because I really want to make sure that you all understand what I've just done here. Okay, so any questions so far? I'm going to give this about a minute because I know we have a lag, and then I'll start going through all your questions. Looks like we don't have any questions. I have some feedback from Trisha here saying really interesting. Fingers, perfect so far. Monique says looks great. Fantastic. Okay. Right. So I guess we're all on the same page. Come on, guys. I only have 3 comments. I want some feedback. What do you think so far about what I've shared with you today? Russell has a very good point here. And Russell here is saying for the headings to include digital marketing funnel, I would suggest things like additional words like benefits of digital marketing funnel. That's very important because otherwise it's just going to be a duplicate of that actual keyword. So you want to add something before it and something after it. Okay, that's a very good point, Russell. Thank you very much for that. And Trisha also says your teachings have been broken down and easy to understand. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Okay, so should we continue? I guess we should. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so Monique, you say you want to know about the meta descriptions. What is it? Do you want me to explain? Can you expand on that, please? Yes, the meta descriptions is in the actual plugin. So the meta description is not in your actual post because there's no way of adding the meta description in the actual post. Okay. So the plugin has an entry here. Can you see here where it says meta description? So that's from the plugin. And this is where you want to have your keyword in the meta description. And then you just describe what the post is about. Okay. So this is the box that you need to fill in. And this is also very, very important because if without this plugin, there's no way of adding specific meta descriptions on your posts. Google will just take what's in your post and then just puts that on. And sometimes it's not formatted right. So this is why you need this SEO plugin, because you can go in and specifically add what you need in the meta description. Okay, so this comes in the actual settings. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay, great. So looks like we're on the same page with that. Fantastic. Okay, so moving on. So right now, my content here does not, it's too short. It doesn't even have the proper keywords that I need for this post to be optimized. So you want to make sure that you write a long post. This tool will tell you if the post is the right size and if it's the right length. Okay. And over here, the headings, as I mentioned, you want to be adding your H3 headings throughout, which have this same keyword. In fact, let's add one heading 3 in there. Okay. So I'm just going to copy my main keyword here, go back to my article, and let's add a heading, and this is going to be heading 3. So let's say why digital marketing. Okay, let's just leave it at why digital marketing. I just want to keep it simple. Okay, I'm going to click on update. Right, so you can see here now we have more check marks. So what I've done here is I've used what Russell here suggested, which is fantastic. And I've just, tried to make it slightly different. Why digital marketing funnel? So you want to, find, words that you can add before the actual keyword phrase. Okay. And it works. And you can see here that it's worked. And our heading 3 here now has a check mark. Okay. Brilliant. So moving on. So now that we have all this, the next stage. Yes, when you construct your posts, definitely you want to be adding videos in the post. You want to be adding images in the post. This is just a demo to show you how to add the keywords, the actual keywords into the post, which are the most important parts that you need to have in there. But of course, when it comes to crafting the post itself, it needs to have all those things: videos, it needs to have gifs if you have them, images, and all that good stuff. So this example, I've even used lorem text. That's not how you're supposed to be doing it. You're supposed to be using your proper copy to add onto these pages. Okay. So this is just a demo for demo purposes only. Russell here also says, I view meta description as a call to action. Find out more about digital marketing funnel, etc. Yes, this is a quick area where you want to briefly talk about what the article is about, and also an actionable call to action, or something that's very interesting that will want to make someone want to go in and read your article. So you know, people when they search on YouTube, on Google, and get the results, they only have a few seconds to just look and see if that's interesting. So you want to make sure that you add something that is very exciting in there. So yeah, very good point, Russell. Rito, if you have an e-commerce shop with products, you would want to go in and add SEO titles and descriptions to all those products. So this tool does not do the SEO for you. You need to go and tell it what to do to optimize those products or those posts. So it's the other way around. It allows you to put the keywords in the right places. Not sure if that makes sense. Okay. Right. So moving on, the next stage now is let's talk about internal linking. So let's say you have other posts that you've written here. So let's say I'm going to come over here to my keyword too. So let's say you have another keyword, for example, marketing sales funnel. Okay. Let's say I have an article with marketing sales funnel. Okay. So I'm just going to copy that. So what you want to do is what is known as internal linking. This also helps when you link articles within your actual website. Okay. So let's say as you're talking about this over here, you want to link to your other article. So when you link to your other article, what you want to do is to, so this is our keyword here. So what you want to do is to add the actual keyword as the link to the other article. So that keyword phrase needs to be the link that you're linking to the other article. This really helps. It's called internal linking. Okay. So now I'm just going to add here my keyword. But of course, I don't have that article. So I'm just going to go in and add a blank link. Okay. So here's my link here. I'll just add a blank one. Okay. Oops. Okay, hit enter. Okay, fantastic. Right. So this is how you want to be linking to your other articles, or if you mention your other article in the actual post, you want to make sure that you add the keyword phrase. Don't just add click here. Okay, this also helps. And this is also great if you're doing backlinks. So let's say someone is writing an article about you, or they're recommending something to on your website. If you can get in touch with the webmasters, you want to, as much as you can, just tell them to use the keyword phrase itself, because that keyword phrase itself linking back to you is also great for SEO. But I will explain in great depth about backlinks, because there's a lot of things that needs to be in place in regards to authority websites. So if you're backlinking, with low authority websites, that wouldn't really benefit you. But if it's websites that are really, really authority websites which are backlinking to you, that will help your website rank as well. But we'll leave that topic for advanced SEO. Okay. So moving on, now let's talk about images. Now you may be thinking, okay, and I do this as well, to be honest, and this is pure laziness, and this is ridiculous, to be honest, because when you add images, very few people actually add the keyword phrase in the actual image. Now let me show you why that is important. So over here, this keyword phrase here, I've searched for digital marketing funnel, okay, which is our keyword that we're using here, digital marketing funnel for our article. Now, look at the results here. Do you notice that we also have images showing in the results? So this image actually goes back to your blog post if it's picked up by Google. So this is why you also want to make sure that your keyword phrase is in that actual image as well. So even if I come here to the image tab, all these images here, okay? Digital marketing funnel, digital marketing funnel. So if I click on that, here's the image, and look what happens when I click on the image. Boom, it takes me to a proper article. This as well helps your article rank, because now you have the article itself. You also have the image that also links to your backlink. Now, if you're doing video, it's even better, because this actual keyword that we're using here can also show up in the search results. So let me show you. I'm just going to choose a one that I know that will show up. Let's say how to make a website. Okay. So you see, I've searched for how to make a website, and in the results here, we have videos. Okay. So for those of you that don't know, YouTube is the second largest search engine. So for those of you who are thinking of creating YouTube videos, you can actually rank your videos in Google search by just creating keywords for those videos that you are creating. So it's also a search. YouTube is also a search engine, so it's very, very powerful if you actually apply that strategy. But however, blog posts are still working. People are still reading articles. Not everyone is going for video, but video is very, very powerful if you have the bandwidth to do that. What I mean by bandwidth is not the actual bandwidth. I mean, like, if you have the time to do it, it actually can show up here in the search engines, especially if you choose keywords that are not highly competitive. I mean, you'll find that your videos will be bringing a lot of traffic to your YouTube. To your blog posts. Now, if you take a look at my website, Mac University, you'll notice that I don't do a very good job. In fact, I don't do any SEO on there. Now, that's mainly because I don't have the capacity to hide highly optimized articles. It takes time. Okay, it's not easy. It takes time, and this is why when people go into SEO, they expect this to happen, really fast. It takes time to write these articles with highly optimized keywords, and it's just too much. But with me now, what I do is, because I create a lot of videos, those videos rank very well, and those are the videos that are bringing traffic to my website. So it's not traffic that's coming through the SEO of the articles, but it's traffic coming through when people find my videos on Google, because they're highly optimized. So that's how I'm doing it. So because I had to say that, just in case you'll be asking, well, Mac, you're telling us about all of this. Why is it you don't do SEO on your own website? So pretty much that's the answer. Okay. So I just don't have enough time. But hopefully, when I start earning a bit more money from Mac University, I'll be able to, start employing someone who could write some highly optimized articles for me. But that's in the future. Okay. All right, so I've spoken about the images. Yes, images are very, very important, and accessibility, as well as Monique has just pointed out here, is also very, very important. So you want to make sure that you add all your keywords there. And once you've added all your keywords, all is good. All you have to do is to just click on update and save. Now, there's also other tabs here that we can look at. If we come over here to advanced, you can also add no follow links. And if you don't want this to display in the search engines, you can always come to that specific post here and click on do not display this page in search engine results. So this is really cool. So let's say this is a membership website and you want this article not to show up so that people, can just go and watch it or click on it. You can click here on do not display this page in search engines. Um, Russell here is a good point. If you avoid all the hard work, you will have a beautiful site with brilliant articles that no one can find. That is really funny. That's absolutely true, actually. Yes, Monique, that's actually right as well. People think that websites is about, in fact, I've spoken about this before on one of my old videos where I talk about websites, because people seem to think that building a website is just the technical stuff like, okay, I've got a website now and everything is good. Far from it, you have to have a balance. And this is what I'll be talking about in the web design formula. The formula has pillars, if you have a beautifully designed website with all the pages looking nice, all your images looking beautiful, you have a professional photographer taking those images, and you don't have SEO, guess what? Doesn't work. Now, if you have all the SEO in the world and your website is not easy to use, again, you're in trouble. So you want to have the balance of a good, well-designed website with also great SEO. So you have great usability, and it's actually a website that actually works well for a lot of people that come to your site. So it needs, something happened. Okay, something happened here. Just bear with me 1 second. Yes, the camera is complaining. What happened is right. I bought a new camera. This is the Sony A7 III. For those of you that know these camera, models, because my old camera from the last, if you recall from the last live stream, it kept on switching off every now and again. Apparently, it had a fault, so I traded it in and got this A7 III. It's a very, very good camera, but the problem now is the battery only lasts for about an hour, and I have to change the battery. So that's what happened just now. Right. Okay. So moving on. let's switch back over here to my screen. So this is what you can do here on the advanced tab. But most of you probably won't need this. Let's move on to the next thing. So social, again, if you once you set your stuff up here, you can put your Facebook title, your Facebook description. But of course, you can have your default stuff that you've used to go out to your social media like that. And to be honest, I'll just leave this as it is. And then over here, you want to add your Facebook thumbnail. So what happens is once you've set everything up here, once you update this will automatically go to Facebook. And over here as well, you have your Twitter. It also tells you what size you need in here. So as you can see, it's quite a lot of work, but once you get it all right, this is actually fantastic because it means that your post is optimized for Google and also for social media. Now, if there's anything you want to redirect here, you can always come to this redirect URL. And sometimes it happens that you've created your article and you want to redirect it to, elsewhere because you've changed some links on your site. So this will take care of that. You can just enter your new URL here. So you won't lose that, that ranking on that actual post. And if you have if you have videos, you can also come here and add your video here. So this will show up in the video sitemap. So, when I searched on Google and those videos showed up, this is where you'd want to add your video here for the post. And this will help it also appear in the search results. Okay. And then over here as well, there's a few things that we can configure. So as you can see, our robots here is fine. Everything has a check mark here on the images. Alternative tags are filled in, good work, and there's no links there. But pretty much this is basically how you use SEO Press, and it is very, very powerful. And as compared to Yoast SEO, it's way cheaper. Way cheaper, and it has all the tools, all the bells and whistles that you would need, because I've used Yoast SEO before, and all the tools that Yoast has, this tool has. So what I think is right now, because this is a new tool, they still need to gain some ground and convince quite a lot of people. That is why they're just new to the market, and they have a very competitive pricing structure. And I think this is affordable for those of you that are building websites for yourselves or for design agencies. This is, a go-to tool. I mean, you really want to use this. I can see quite a lot of comments coming through here. Trisha says, oh, hang on. Without plugins, all this stuff that we're talking about will be close to impossible to do, because you would need to go to each and every article and enter this manually in the actual HTML. So for most people, this will be very, very difficult to do, and it's even more time consuming. So this is why the plugin would work much better, because it just saves us a lot of time. Let's take a look here. Yes, images. When it comes to images, you have to make sure that they are prepped. You optimize those images for sizes. In fact, for those of you guys in the Mac membership, please go and check out the Photoshop for Web Designers course. I actually go through how to optimize your images for the web, because if you just use these images straight from your camera or straight from your websites that you download them from, it's not going to work. They're too big. It's going to make your website slow. So you need to resize your images and rename them using Photoshop. So this is the Photoshop course, of course. I may do another one for those free products out there, but you do need to optimize your images. That's very, very important. Russell, yes, I may do a follow-up video to show you how to basically do like an audit, for your website, SEO audit for your website. So perhaps we could do that for the next session. So since we're already talking about SEO, so I could talk about how to audit your website. So I can go through a few tools that I can, recommend and how to use them as well. So we can do that for the next one. Trisha here says SEO audit sounds great. Fantastic. There's also a comment here from Russell saying, I've viewed the Photoshop course. It's really good and full of great tips from Mac University. Thank you very much, Russell. I'm glad that you found quite a lot of good tips in there. Okay, so I'm just going to take a quick look here and see what we have here on JR JR is also saying here, glad you made this course. I mean, using the plugin almost 1.5 years, and it's far better than Yoast. So again, that's a very good a review from JR. JR is a long-term subscriber here, and he also used SEO Press, as he's saying here, and he's saying that it's far much better than Yoast. So, guys, if you want to up your game for SEO, $39 per year is close to nothing, and it's on unlimited websites. This is a plugin that you need if you are serious about optimizing your website for SEO. Dan Aya, as far as I've tested, it has all the features that the Yoast has. So it has pretty much everything. But specifically for the JSON equals LD snippets, I'm not 100% sure. I would need to go in and check in on that. But pretty much this plugin does everything, that Yoast does and more. Venus IT, good to see you. Pro can be installed on unlimited sites, personal or client. Yes, as far as I understand the licensing, yes, it's unlimited websites, Pro and personal. Yes. Okay, so pretty much I think we've covered everything. So today is the last day. If you haven't signed up for Mac University subscription, please do go ahead and do so. I mean, this is the last day. The normal price is $17 per month, but if you use the coupon code MAK5, it comes down to $5. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this this discount up again, or this promotion up again, is because I've been having problems with the website. So I just had to do this promotion one more time. So this is the one last chance for you to get into Mac University and have access to all the courses and all the trainings that we do on the Saturdays, similar to what we've done today on this live workshop, where I go through these tools to help your websites grow, to help your websites look professional. So these live workshops, they won't be happening on YouTube in the future. These are only going to be for Mac University subscribers. Okay, you have to be a member in order for you to get this type of training, and we'll be choosing quite in-depth training. For freelance designers, it can be tools that we're covering. All sorts of good stuff. So this is going to be inside the membership. So make sure you sign up today. Midnight is the last time I have this this promotion. It's going to cut off, and once it goes, I cannot go back in and activate this this coupon code, because it won't be fair for those of you that have taken action. So if you don't take action now and take this opportunity to have access on Mac University, to get access to all the courses there and all the future courses, you're missing out. So make sure you sign up for it. I know for sure it has local SEO. I need to double check if it has schema. So I'll need to get back to you on that, Venus IT. I'm not sure 100% sure about schema, but I'm pretty sure schema is also in the plugin itself, because there's quite a lot of things that you can set up in the Yoast. In the SEO Press. The future courses, in fact, I just created a link here called Course Library. So Edu, let me show you that. So that's the link. But the links to the actual courses is not working, so I need to update those links. But if you take a look here, these are all the courses that are there in the membership. In fact, let me just bring this on the screen. Right, so these are the courses that are already in. So WordPress Mastery, Gutenberg. So if you haven't played around with Gutenberg, which is the latest WordPress install, this is it right here. It's a full course. It shows you pretty much your way around Gutenberg, everything that you need to know. There's also a membership website blueprint. So far, we have one chapter, one module. I'm in the process of working on the other modules, so this will be complete very soon. Photoshop for web designers is complete, so you can go in and check it out. Divi Blueprint 3, again, this is a complete course. You can always go in and check it out. How to generate leads using ConvertKit, that's a complete course. So these are the courses that we have. Upcoming courses, the web design formula, profitable e-commerce websites, and funnel to freedom blueprint. So this is all about sales funnels. Okay, so for those of you that are doing web design, freelance work, you can actually start designing funnels for your customers. So this is going to be also a very powerful course. Okay, so pretty much this is what you find in the library, and you also have we also have a weekly show like similar to this. It's a show where we do Q&As. I can also do website reviews. We can all share, our knowledge, help each other out. So that's the benefits of Mac University. This entry price, to be honest, is really, 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 really cheap. And right now, it's that price because I'm trying to build it up. Very soon, that $17 per month is going to go up for sure, because I'll be adding even more value to this. So check it out. Rito says, I got Yoast and WP Rocket right now. WP Rocket recommends SEO Press, right? And also writes a real Swiss knife for your SEO. Now we'll switch to SEO Press as well. Yes, you need to switch to SEO Press. There's a lot of features in there. If you go the Yoast route, you would have to pay for those extra things to add on top of Yoast, and it can be very, very expensive. Russell, I think I haven't updated your account. Please drop me a message on macuniversity.com, and I'll update your account. So I think it's a quick update I need to do. So please just drop me a message there. Edu also says, yes, me too. SEO Press looks really good. Brilliant. Okay. Right. Pretty much, I think we've covered everything. Hopefully, you guys have learned quite a lot in today's live show. So next week, we'll be talking about how to do an SEO audit. In fact, let me write it down before I forget. John Jackson also says, thanks for sorting out my problem on Mac University. You're welcome, John. And again, I'd like to apologize. I know you guys have been very, very, very patient with me in regards to this website, and also my time to respond to all these questions and problems. At times was not very good because I was stuck between fixing the website itself and trying to resolve, the problem. So apologies for that, but hopefully now everything should be working fine. So before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining me today on this live show. It's really fantastic. I can see here that we had 65 people that signed up for this live stream. So this is fantastic. Let's work on getting it to 100. Okay. So next time we do this, let's aim to get about 100, because there's quite a lot of you who are signed up onto the Mac University website. So everyone needs to be able to come to these shows, to these live streams. So hopefully I'll be able to push this number and get more people to come in. But before I do that, I just noticed here that I've got questions. I've got a question here. How we rank websites through keywords. Okay, so this is from Swijal, I think. Now, what you would need now for that is, we spoke about this in our last live stream, where I spoke about the keyword research itself, that you need to search for keywords that are not difficult to rank for. And on KW Finder, that tool is actually really good because it shows you, it indicates how difficult it is to rank for a specific keyword. So you do need to play around, spend a lot of time in there, and find those keywords that are easier to rank for. So slowly, as you start targeting those keywords that are easier to rank for, over time, you can then start going for the slightly more difficult keywords, because your website will start gaining authority, because Google will start seeing that you are actually creating quality content and your content is highly optimized. So that's how you slowly start ranking. Before, people used to game the system by just going in and getting all these crazy backlinks from spam websites. That doesn't work anymore. I think there were the Penguin updates, and I forgot the other update, what it was, but it pretty much cut off all that black hat SEO. So you do need to do this the clean way, and this guarantees that in the future your website will not be banned by Google. So what I've shown you today and in the last live stream is exactly what you need to do, and this is the clean and best way to do it. Okay, if you try and game the system and get all these backlinks from dodgy websites, Google will find out and they will ban your website. So just do this. It takes time. I'm not saying this is going to happen overnight. It does take time, but this is how you need to do it. Okay, I've got another question here saying, and this is from Al Haji. Can you make a session on the new plugin you used for your membership and why you moved to Elementor Pro for the Mac University website for a future session? Yes, definitely. I can do that. We can have this on one of our sessions, and I can talk about why I moved my site and why I moved from the MemberPress plugin to this new plugin that I'm using now. So I'm very happy to talk about that. In the blog post, would you say using a keyword twice is good? I assume one. Yeah, I mean, you can use it twice, you can use it 3 times, but try and use a different variant of that keyword as well. So that would help. As I think it was Russell that also mentioned that you can use it in a different sort of like keyword phrase. So that also helps. You don't want to be spamming, like using the keyword, over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, it needs to be something that is easy to read and something that makes sense. So you have to be creative in how you use these keywords throughout your article. But yes, you can use it 2 or 3 times, but use it in a very creative way. A question here from Trisha saying, how come your Google page shows related keywords? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Where are the related keywords? I also have a question here from Brenda saying, can you use this on a page as in on a page that doesn't have blog posts? Absolutely, yes, you can do that. So let's say you have I would highly do this on a homepage, to be honest, because if you do this on the homepage, when people Google your brand, they'll be able to find that specific company name. That's something I also need to do for Mac University, by the way. So yes, this tool also works for pages, 100%. Okay, so you just need to do the same thing, same process on that page, and that page will be able to rank. Trisha, yes, it can be used on unlimited sites. So SEO Press Pro, the $39 can be used on unlimited websites. Okay. Trisha also says, Matt, can you show me where to join? Okay, I'll just add the link in there quickly. Right, macuniversity.com/membership. Okay, so if you go on that link, I've just posted it in the, can I respond to this? Oh, yes, I can comment in here. Okay, so let's have a look here. So Edu, the Mac 5 needs to be on the checkout page. Okay, if you take a look there on the right, there's where it says coupon code. That's where you add the Mac 5 coupon code, and then you need to click on apply, and then that will discount you to $5 per month instead of $17. Oh, right. Okay. I understand. Brenda, I understand your question now. So there's a tool that I use. I think it's called Keywords Everywhere. It helps me see what sort of keywords people are searching for online. Again, I could do a tutorial about it, but if you just want to quickly go and have a look at it, it's called Keywords Everywhere. It's a Google Chrome extension that you install, and it pretty much just shows you, the keywords that people are searching for. It's called Keywords Everywhere. Okay, so let's see. So I think I've covered all the questions now. So any more questions before we finalize and end our live show today? Okay, thanks Monique for adding that link there. So that's the link there. Trisha says, link to join has now shown up. Should I check YouTube? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What do you need to check on YouTube? Sorry. Okay, so you found the link. All right, so once again, I'd like to say thank you very much to everyone that joins me today on this live stream. So we've covered a lot, and I'm sure you've gained some knowledge today on how to do SEO on your website or even on your clients' websites that you're working on at the moment. So these are the steps. If you need me to do a step-by-step process of how to use this SEO plugin, I may do a short course which I'll add to the members dashboard, so you'll have access to all this. As you are a member already. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be, if you're still having any problems with your membership, please go to macuniversity.com and just leave me a comment, and I'll be able to work on it right away. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you're on YouTube. But as I mentioned, I will still be creating YouTube videos for the YouTube channel, but these in-depth workshops are going to be for members only. So make sure you go ahead and get your membership sorted. There's a lot of value that we have right now in the membership, and future courses will also be coming. And as I mentioned, you want to lock yourself into this membership because the price will definitely be going up. I have a lot of content that I'm planning on this website and a lot of exciting stuff to help you become better designers. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next Saturday. Take care.